Listen in as Air Traffic Controller Kevin Coyne shares his insights on using Sector 33 and the Smart Skies ATC game with students. Teachers, we'd like to take a few minutes to give you some tips about some elements of the game that would be helpful for you to be aware of as you approach this with your students. So, Kevin, what are some things you'd like teachers to know about as they go to use the game? What are some things they need to know that are in there, first of all?
When you're on the home screen of the Air Traffic Control Smart Skies Sector 33 app, if you go to Help, and then once you get on that screen, you go down to the Solution Hints. It will help you solve the problems. There are a couple hints there for you. The second one, if you slow a plane's speed by 60 knots, it will travel exactly 1 mile less each minute. To fall back exactly 3 miles, slow the plane for exactly 3 minutes. This is how the math works. If you have 600 nautical miles, and the aircraft does that in 60 minutes, that works out to be 10 nautical miles per minute. If you decrease down to the next airspeed, which is 540, he does 540 nautical miles in 60 minutes. And that will give you 9 nautical miles per minute.
Okay, so that is in fact why the increments are marked the way they are.
Yes. So going back to the Smart Skies app, going to the Help, that's what the second hint is saying. Every time you slow an aircraft down by 60 knots, he loses 1 mile behind the other guy going 60 knots faster. And that's the math that's going to be used that the students need to figure out and how to separate the aircraft.
Right. And they'll all come to their aha moment at different points. That you've noticed
Yes.
that, yes?
Yes. Working with the problem, all students work at different speeds and have different abilities, so they all come to the conclusion. Some will get it faster than others.
Right.
But they all do get it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, great thing for them to be able to practice. So those pieces of information are on there. Good to know that that's in there as well, because that's not a place that would be helpful to take students to. You want to let the students experience the game, would probably work well, and then we will direct you at the end of this video to the online resources which involve an actual paper pencil workbook. The workbook actually matches problems that are on the computer Smart Skies program, but it would be good to practice those paper pencil examples and then come back to the app and allow students to practice and move up through the more advanced levels of the app, because the skills that they'll get in the paper pencil resources will be the ones that enable them to move up to the higher levels of the game in there.
Yes.
All right. So are there any other common misconceptions or things that you've noticed in playing the game with students that you think would be good for teachers to be aware of?
Sometimes students, when I've done this at schools, sometimes think they're controlling real air traffic, which isn't true.
Right.
Kind of tell them that it's just a game. Some of them don't understand the math right away.
Right.
And they don't understand the hash marks, and it's sometimes hard to relate knots and between nautical miles and knots and miles per hour and minutes and stuff like that.
Right. Because this is your basic practice of the train left the station at this time and the other train. But the beautiful thing is kids can see a real life application to that math problem that they need to practice.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a wonderful part of this game.
Yes.
Okay.
And
all right.
on the app itself, you can also, there are extras and some gee whiz videos to watch.
Very good point.
That one of them shows air traffic over 24 hours. One of them shows air traffic 24 hours in the U.S. The other one's world, and it gives kids something to look at and surprise them with, and gets them really interested in doing the math problems.
Right, which is the wonderful part of this. That math that just takes practice to develop that skill can now be done in a very meaningful, purposeful way, and it becomes exciting for students.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Great. Well, teachers, I hope that you will use this program in your classrooms to give students practice with those math skills. We will, at the end of this video and on the page where you found this video, provide you with many other resources so that you can strengthen their skills and have some supplemental materials for yourself to refer to as well. Kevin, I thank you for all of that information and for letting us know what it's like in the real world and how that applies to the game that we have. So thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.